How's it going, YouTube? Gunner9213 here. And I know I haven't posted in a while, and I apologize, but there's been some developments, okay? So, first and foremost, I don't work for Swift anymore, and I'm okay with that. Swift is still a good company. I stand by the videos that I've made, if you need to get your CDL, you need to get in and out, get on the road real quick, Swift is your company, right? Don't let all the bullshit about how, you work for Swift, best in crash, all that stuff. Don't let that bother you. I still find it funny, even though, I used to work for Swift, right? Even when I was working for Swift, I used to crack up because some of them are just freaking funny, right? But I left Swift, and I'm going to be real, okay? 2 reasons. Number 1, they kept trying to mess up my home time. So I'd be out for a month and a half, sometimes almost 2 months. And you want to take, your week off or however long, off. Typically the rule is 1 day off for every week you're out, essentially. So every 6 days you get 1 day off, kind of deal. So if you're out for 4 weeks, you should get 4 days, 5 weeks, 5 days, and so on and so forth. However, out of the Jurupa Valley terminal, which is the one that I was based out of, they said, no, we can only do a max of 5, and they really wanted you to do only 4. Okay, whatever. So it'd be 4 weeks. And again, mind you, I would put my home time in pretty much as soon as I came back into the truck from home time. Within first few days, I would figure out when I'd want to take home next and put it in so the planners, my DM, everybody would know what's up. So this last time I had an appointment for a tattoo. And, I had a deposit down, all that stuff. And, everything was looking good. About a week before I was supposed to go home, well, they sent me down to Sacramento. So I was like, all right, cool. They're probably going to send me back up to Washington, and then slowly work me back down towards, Jurupa Valley. Well, no. They sent me up to Washington, then over to Idaho. And then from Idaho, they tell me we don't have anything. We can't get you home. But if you go to Utah, you can go to Utah, and we have a load in Utah, but it'll be like 2 days late. So, yeah, no, that didn't work for me. And they ended up giving me another load in Idaho, which wasn't supposed to pick up until the day I was supposed to be home. And, so that was fun. But I knew the shipper. It's one that I've been to a bunch of times, and they usually load early if you get there early. So I got there, and I just explained the situation, saying, hey, this load gets me home, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they actually helped me out, loaded me about 16 hours early. So I was able to roll, and get home down to San Bernardino, Jurupa Valley area, close to when I was supposed to be home. And the thing is, at the time, the route I was supposed to take, there was road construction, which I had already known about, and I had told them about. But it added about 80 miles out of route that I had to go out of route to come back. So with that, it adds, time, adds hours, for your hours of service and everything. So they messaged me. My DM actually called me and said, hey, what time are you going to be down there? I gave him a rough ETA. He goes, cool, you can go straight to final and deliver. And I go, no, I'm supposed to be going home, dude. I'm home time today. Well, we need you to go and, whatever. And I go, okay, well, I don't have time. He goes, well, try to get down there. So I said, okay, cool, I'll try. By the way, I had to add 80 miles out of route, so it screwed up my clock. So I'm really not having time. He goes, well, try anyways. So I try. And, I call him and I was like, hey, man, like, I'm not going to make it. So he goes, okay, well, I'll see what we can do. So he goes, okay, you can drop it in the yard, but we need you to work tomorrow. And I go, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm supposed to be on home time today. I'm not working tomorrow. And it was kind of a back and forth. And then, I still tried to deliver the final because I said I would. But it was, I think, a Friday. If I'm not mistaken. It was a Friday night down in the city of Industry, California, where I was delivering to. It gets packed. There's no way in hell. I got down to Harupa Valley with about 30 minutes on my clock. No way in hell I'm getting into the city of Industry, getting ready to deliver, and then can get back. No way. So, tell my boss, hey, no way in hell. And he goes, okay, well, we'll see about, can you work tomorrow? No, I can't. Well, it's a 4 a.m. I don't care. By the time I go deliver, wait for them to unload me, then get back, and then have to get back and go halfway across the state. No, fuck that. So, that was one thing. Second thing that pissed me off was they have the little driver cams, smart drive cam in there, which, when done correctly, is a beautiful tool. It protects the drivers. Somebody cuts in front of you and you have to slam on your brakes. Well, it shows, hey, this guy had to slam on his brakes because some idiot cut in front of him, whatever. Downside is you have people that review these cameras that have never driven any kind of thing bigger than a, four-wheeler, and they don't know anything about how the truck operates. And it's a third party that then calls Swift and sends the videos over to Swift, and then Swift says, okay, cool, whatever. And then they add points to your safety score. And when your safety score goes up, you become ineligible for bonuses, you become ineligible to become on dedicated routes, to be a mentor, all things that can maybe give you a little extra money. Well, they ended up hitting me twice in less than a week because I was merging onto a freeway on one of them up in Spokane, going around a corner, wasn't speeding, wasn't going too fast for the road, anything like that. Nobody was around me, but I had to shift lanes because my lane ended. That shifting lanes, they said, oh, yeah, no good. You triggered the camera. No. It was an unsafe lane change. How, I have no idea, but unsafe. Second one was, I was up near Weed, California, up on I-5 where it splits off to 97. Again, going up the hill, going around a curve, and I had to get over because there was somebody riding that other line coming up faster than me because I was loaded. He might have been empty, whatever. So I got over and I was riding that other line to make sure that he doesn't clip me while he flies past me. Well, the camera didn't register him actually flying past me. And so my safety score, which I used to average about having anywhere from a maybe 4 to a 12 on my safety score, which they want you to have under 20, to jumping up to 156 or something like that for those two things, which there was nothing. So it screwed my bonus, screwed me out of, probably good $120 or so, which, I got upset at. So I was like, all right, screw this. So I actually ended up, I've talked to a driver that worked at Martin Transport. And, he's told me, oh, you need, a couple years of experience, then you can come here or whatever. So I actually looked into it. You only needed 6 months. Maybe when he first started, I think he'd been there for like 10 years or something like that. Maybe you needed that much experience, but it was only 6 months. So I applied, and they told me that they have a dedicated account that's literally 5 minutes from my house. I can't pass that up. So I went through the process with Martin, got hired on, and now I work at Martin. More per mile. Well, technically less per mile, but more per week. I'm home pretty much every day. Home on the weekends. And all night driving. Can't ask for more than that. I'm going to make more videos of me talking about Martin, and I'll show you kind of like a day in the life of what I do. I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching. See you guys in the next one.